So we're sitting with the Ntsevu pride this morning, a couple of lionesses, looks like a young male and 3 little cubs. We've just come and parked by the waterhole on the off chance they'll come for a drink, fingers crossed. And it looks like they've come off a kill. They're very full bellied and they've got a bit of blood on their faces, so yeah, they're fairly bloated. I don't think they're going to be doing too much more for the morning. Just wondering where the rest of the pride is, but the pride is splitting up a lot these days. I don't even know if we'll ever see them together again as a full pride. It's a bit sad, but that's how it goes in the lion world. But yeah, let's just spend a bit of time with them and see what happens. There are a few zebra in the distance wanting to come down for a drink, but I think they're going to be a bit reluctant too with the lions here. So a big male's just come out of the thickets. He's come to join them. He's also full-bellied, and just as he came in, the lioness with the cubs got up and started moving in the same direction he's come from. So from what's happened here, it looks like they've probably got a kill, and it's probably a big one because they're all full. The male, I think, will have probably come from the kill, and there's a chance now that because he's here, maybe the lioness figures she can go back to the kill, because a lot of the time when there's a male on whatever they've killed, he'll be hogging it and he won't let the lionesses feed. So we don't know. Maybe this lioness is taking the cubs back there, so let's stick with them and see where they go. Okay, the lions are on their way to this clearing now. They are just walking through the thickets behind us. I don't know where, we said we think they're going to a kill, but we don't know how far it is. It's probably not that far. Maybe the rest of the pride's there, more than likely. It's unlikely the whole pride would abandon the kill to go get water. Probably 1 or 2 stayed, and that keeps it safe. But yeah, we'll know soon enough. It's fairly grim, but this is where the kudu would have been killed and initially fed on. I mean, it's carnage. There's just blood and stomach contents and the tracheas here, and I mean, geez, it's straight out of a horror film, especially if you're a kudu. And this probably would have been, I don't know, a good couple of hours ago because of how much meat they've eaten. And you would have had this kudu running for his life, and I'm sure it probably wouldn't have been a straight stern chase. It would have been lionesses coming in from different angles, and this poor kudu would have just been running in the dark. I mean, it would have been a dark night last night. He would have been fleeing for his life across the clearing, and bah! He would have just been hit from the side down, and once they've got him down, there's no coming back from that. So this is where they're going to be for most of the day. Full bellies, still a bit of meat left. The male's going to claim most of it. He's probably going to go for a drink at some stage today, and that'll be the lioness's turn to feed. It's amazing how he's tolerant of the cubs, but when lioness or the young male approaches, then he's not having any of it. So we're going to leave them be. They'll probably be here this evening, full-bellied, not doing too much, but what a spectacular morning. Although it's the big cats that'll often steal the show, sometimes the general game sightings are just so spectacular you could sit for hours and watch. This afternoon we've come into the north of Londolozi, in these beautiful open clearings where we have 6 or 7 species all feeding in and amongst each other. There's life is everywhere. We've got zebras, kudus, wildebeest, impala, warthog. There's an elephant bull moving amongst them. Some ground hornbills just behind us on the clearing over here. You might see one moving about 50 meters away, and one's up in the tree as well. So, yeah, there's just so much going on here. We've been sitting for about an hour watching all the interactions and the great thing about summer is there's so much food around for the herbivores. There's no real competition, so it's far better for them all to be in the same area, congregated here, and they can take advantage of each other's senses. So an impala might spot a lion approaching and then sounds the alarm. Everything is then put on the alert. The zebra, the kudu, everything benefits. Some of these impala have been alarming on and off. The wind is swirling a little bit, and it's drifting in from down there where there's some dense thickets, and we're thinking maybe something's on the prowl. They might just have caught the scent of something, maybe a leopard's moving around this afternoon. There's a bit of cloud cover coming in, so it's cool. It's a good time for predators to be moving around. So we'll spend a bit more time with the herbivores, and then we'll go check out the thickets and see if we can find anything down there. Okay, now impalas in the distance have started alarming in earnest in the direction we thought there might be something hiding, so we're just going to nip down there because I think there's something sneaking around here. There. Oh, it's running. Hang on, the moment of discovery, hang on, something's run here. It was in that bush. Is that even a leopard? No, it's a hyena.
It's a hyena.
Ah, it's a hyena. That was a very exciting moment in case you missed that. Just as I was about to say, impalas sometimes give false alarms. And then I was going to go on about how in this long grass a leopard could easily be lying flat and missed. There was a hyena lying in the long grass over here. And they'd obviously seen it and weren't quite sure what it is. You can hear them still alarming in the background there. And I think the hyena's nerve just broke because we were close and looking carefully everywhere, and he's run off now. The bush is always full of surprises. I don't know if you can still see them, but just behind me is this incredible proliferation of dragonflies. We're down in the river, and dragonflies, they're generally near water. They're carnivorous insects. I don't know if everyone knows that, but they eat little gnats and little bugs. Obviously they have to be very small to fit in a dragonfly's mouth, but there are hundreds and hundreds of them. I don't want to exaggerate too much, but yeah, it's almost like a veritable cloud. I've never seen this many. I'm not sure which species they are. They look, they're silhouetted against the evening sky, so it's hard to get a color. But it looks like there's a bit of red in some of them, so maybe scarlet dropwings. I think that's the name. I'll have to double check. But it's amazing. I mean, they're just an absolute swarm. I think they're starting to break up now, but all above us in the sky here. Magnificent. Never seen this many before. So I don't exactly know why there are this many. I'm guessing there's a concentration of little midges or something that's a food source that's brought them all out to this specific spot. One thing I do know is that dragonflies are generally a sign of a healthy ecosystem. If you see dragonflies around, you know the water sources are generally clean, and from the sheer number that we're seeing here, it looks like at the moment Londolozi in the Sand River here is doing okay.